If you still don't know how to use color correctors, then you need to watch this video. Hi everybody, my name is Isa and this is MoodyEyeMakeup channel. If you're interested in this video, then please keep on watching, but before, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Actually, it's really simple and you will get it after this video. You will understand everything you need about color correctors. So color correctors are essentially just correcting the colors on your face. So if you have redness, if you have dark under eyes, for those you want to use color correctors. Usually, if you have high pigmented concealer, foundation, most of the time you can cover up imperfections, but if those imperfections are a little bit more noticeable, so if you have a lot of redness, if your under eyes are quite dark, then it's better to use color corrector underneath your concealer or foundation and then top it with a coverage. But it's a certain way you need to do all of these things so you don't mess up. If you can remember the color wheel, you just need to know that color corrector corrects the color that it's on the opposite side of the shade you want to cover. Most of the time we only need these two. So a green color corrector and an orangey peachy one. The thing that you need to remember is green covers redness, orange peachy shades are covering blue under eyes, and a little bit more on the browny side under eyes. Then you also have blue color corrector and like in between blue and violet. So I would say like, yeah, more violet type of shade. For example, if you bought expensive foundation that you don't want to throw away, but it's too yellowy for you, you just need blue color corrector to mix it in and it's going to be your perfect shade. You need to play a little bit with it and see how much of the ratio you need, but yeah, blue it's for that. Violet, it's essentially almost the same thing, but it's more so to kind of brighten up your skin. So if your skin looks very dull, you want to add a little bit of that violet shade. But now I want to show you how to actually use color correctors. You can get color correctors that are actually already done, I would say. So this is already a perfect shade. I don't need to mix it in with my concealer or foundation. I can just use it straight up from the pen. Then you can get from e.l.f. or Essence now as well, and many other brands as well, these type of color correctors that are very bright, very pigmented. This, I would advise you to mix it in with your concealer or foundation, and I'm gonna show you why. So in my makeup kit, I have green color corrector that it's more muted, it's maybe a little bit more olive tone, and actually, especially for men, if they have a lot of redness, I just add a little bit of that green color corrector and it's going to neutralize that redness, and then I don't even need to add any foundation or concealer on top most of the time. But with this super bright color corrector, it's usually too green, too bright. So it's better to kind of mix it in with concealer or use it underneath, but in a very small amount. So I have a little bit of redness. Actually, today that I've decided to record color corrector video, I don't have redness and my under eyes are not so brown as they usually are. This is so typical. But I have, you can see I have a little bit of redness here, maybe a little bit here. And you can see that I'm not using a lot. I use just the smallest amount of the product, and I'm placing it only where I absolutely need to, so only on the places that I want to neutralize. Because if I apply it where I don't have problem, then skin is going to look green on that area. So you need to be a little bit careful with that. So I would again advise you to use small brush so you don't stretch out the green shade where you don't want to stretch it out. And this is where the magic happens. So you can see that these areas are immediately neutralized. They look way better. So this is how you want to apply product like this straight on your face in such a small amount. You can always add more if you need to, but yeah, because if you add too much, your skin is just going to look green, obviously. But you can also mix it in with your concealer. So I'm adding that green on the back of my hand, and then I'm adding concealer. I'm just mixing both shades together like that. Then you can see that, and I'm just, with small brush, I just apply that on the places where I have a little bit of redness. And you can see that this way it's just better, it's more controlled, it looks better, it's easier in my opinion. You just need to get that ratio first. So redness is gone. Now under eyes. First, I'm gonna show you how this type of color corrector works. So this is from Charlotte Tilbury. You can get one from Catrice as well. The darker the under eyes are, the darker color corrector you want. This is what almost no one knows. Also, I was very surprised when I found out, because in your head, it needs to be very light and very bright because you want to lighten up this part of your eye. But color corrector is not for that, it's for neutralizing. Concealer can be a little bit to lighten up that area, or even powder on top of concealer. But the thing that you need to remember is that if you're gonna apply concealer on top and then even powder, you will have a lot of layers. So every single layer needs to be as thin as possible, because if you have thick layers, everything is going to move and your under eyes will look so cakey, thick. Everything is gonna crease like hell. So yeah, you need to be careful with how much you use it, especially with cream formula, because it's thicker on its own. So I'm using a little bit of that. So I'm applying it a little bit, but again, only on the places you absolutely need to. And you can see that even though that this is a very dark shade, like in comparison to my concealer, it comes across quite light on my dark under eyes, and that's the magic. Also, I have, this part is so dark and brown, and then I can also blend out on my eyelids the same shade, but just a tiny bit. It's so crazy because today my under eyes look kind of good. Most of the time I look crazy. In my opinion, this is the best way of using it, but if you cannot find this kind of color corrector, you still can use this very pigmented one, but you need to mix it up. This is, maybe if you're like really dark, this is going to work for you, like dark. For medium to light shades, you absolutely need to mix it with your concealer. But maybe you can get this kind of orangey color corrector in the lighter shade. You just need to be careful that it's not too light of a shade. Again, mixing it in with concealer. And why you don't want the color corrector to be too light is because then you're almost not color correcting, and you're just creating, then the shade is just way too light for your under eyes and it can look gray. That can happen even with concealers, especially if they are too light. So that's why if you use only concealer but your under eyes are very dark, you're still gonna see the dark under eye circles, because you need to color correct, because otherwise they just look gray and they can still be visible and they need concealer. Now I've just created like almost the same shade, again using the smallest amount. You can even push it in a little bit. We need concealer and foundation, and then there's another thing that most people get it wrong. They apply too much concealer or with application of concealer, they remove or move around the color corrector underneath. If you use color corrector, I wouldn't go straight on the skin. I would actually apply it again on the back of my hand, and then you just want to push in the product. You don't want to move it around, so just tap it, tap it, tap it. Don't do windshield motions or circular motions. Just tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. And then you can let it be for a few seconds so that it can do its job, so that it can sink in. And again, if you applied your color corrector on your eyelids, then eyeshadow primer on top in the same way, so just tapping it on. And then the same goes for your foundation. You don't want to do too much of these motions because you have that green color corrector underneath. If your foundation, again, if it's too orangey, you can mix in the blue color corrector that I don't have. I'm planning to buy for my makeup kit. Elf carries one, Givenchy has one. So now, how to apply foundation. You can use Beauty Blender and just tap it on. That's the easiest way, or this kind of tool that resembles the Beauty Blender. But if you have brush, just tap it on. So you just need to take your time. If you want your makeup to last, to look flawless, you need to take your time. You're not gonna do it in 5 minutes. Here I didn't use anything, so I can really push it in and swirl it and all that. Just tap, tap, tap. But usually most of the people use just green or orangey color corrector because you want to match your foundation perfectly before even buying it, and usually with dullness, with very like violet type of color corrector, I don't know, it's just not used. Now I can blend that color corrector a little bit more. Once you neutralize every color, you're left with this very flat face. So now you need to add contour, bronzer, blush, so color back to your face, because otherwise you look like a ghost. And again, if you, and I would, and certainly I would now, and certainly I wouldn't forget if I use color corrector powder on top, because in that way you really seal in everything. But you need to first tap out any creasiness that is going on, and then you can add powder on top. One more thing, if you have pimples or scarring, I would just use a very small brush, like a pencil brush, something like that. Something that is very dense and very small and pointy, so you can really pinpoint. And then when you need to blend it out, I would use a little bit fluffier brush, but still very small. And then brush for blending that out, or with tapping it with your finger. And then always you want to seal that in with powder so that those layers will not move around. If you learned something, if you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and you can always donate a small amount, but please only if you can, by clicking the thanks button down below. Have a lovely day and see you in my next video. Bye.